I want to take just a moment and share with you my story. There's nothing great or phenomenal about me. But if I had to put into one word what tonight is for me, I would use the term overwhelmed. Overwhelmed. You see, I want to tell you the story of when God says, no, not yet. Not yet. I'm a former worship pastor from right here in Owensboro. 3 years ago, I lost my voice. I could still speak, but by the end of the day, I was very hoarse. When I would try to sing, almost nothing would come out. I couldn't explain it to people. People couldn't understand. I went to Vanderbilt University. I went to their voice center. I worked with celebrity vocal coaches. That was a lot of fun, and that was a lot of work. And every time I walked into the room, in the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, today I'm going to get fixed. And when I left, it was like God was telling me, not yet. Not yet. As a worship pastor, as all of you know, a voice is kind of important, right? And it got to the point where it took a toll on me. Now, the church that I was at was gracious. They were kind and they were extremely patient. And they were willing to hang in there with me as I worked through this. But folks, we entered the 18-month mark that I couldn't lead worship because I couldn't sing. So I decided that I would lead from behind, as we have to learn to do sometimes, right? But even that took its toll on me too. And you see, it's when you think you're all alone, and you pray and you pray and you pray, and you're like, God, you gifted me. Why would you take this away from me? And I became very selfish. I became very bitter. I became very angry. God, why did you take my gift away? My entire life, I grew up with people looking at me to say, man, you got a great voice. And I'm like, praise God. Until I woke up one day and it was gone. No explanation. See, they called it muscle tension dysphonia. Sounds fancy, right? At the end of the day, it didn't mean anything to me because I wasn't able to overcome it. You see, they say all things come together for our good. And we sing a song and we say, you make all things work together for my good. Tonight, that song takes on a whole new meaning for me. Because when we say, you make all things work together for my good, sometimes we are very selfish in that. And we say we want it our way, in our time. And God says, no, not yet. Tonight, I'm here to tell you that just recently, God finally put his hand down and he said, okay, now is the time. Now is the time. And I need you to go and use what I have given you. I gained my voice back and still trying to figure out how to use it within the last 3 weeks. Within the last 3 weeks. Yeah, praise God. These guys have been rehearsing for quite some time for tonight. And they called me Tuesday. They're like, could you come join us? And I'm like, I would be honored. So when I was sitting on my couch at home and my wife would get mad, my kids would get mad, I'd be like, quit feeling sorry for yourself. I never dreamed that when God said, okay, now, we would be in Cannon Hall at the Riverpark. Right? So tonight, we're just going to continue to worship. We're just going to continue to worship together. And this is not about any one of us. This is about an awesome God that we serve. So I want you guys to get to your feet, and we're just gonna continue to worship together tonight. Don't worry about your neighbor. Let's just lay it all down, and let's just sing with all we've got. Let's sing it out. And you make all things work together for my good. You make all things work together for my good. You make all things work together for my good. Woo! Let's give the Lord a shout of praise.
Tonight, open up your windows and listen to the orchestra outside. You know, we have an orchestra in Kentucky, right? Yeah. Those crickets, cicadas, sometimes they're loud. And I used to get up in the middle of the night and I would think, hey, they're joining in the song of praise. I would get up and sing songs to the Lord, and I think they're joining in. And I realized tonight, honestly, I think I've just been joining in their song that they've been singing since the Lord created them. Yeah. That is good. So we're going to start this song out sort of like we're on the back porch. And that Kentucky orchestra is already playing this song. You ever notice sometimes a song will come out that is about the character of God? And some people get mad about it, and I don't think they're inspired by God. And they think they are sometimes. And you might be one of those people, so don't let me offend you. I'm going to define the word reckless. What does reckless mean? If you were to drive a car, what would it mean to be reckless in that car? It would mean you're taking the chance of hurting other people or killing yourself, right? And you know what? Jesus did exactly that. When he died, it hurt a lot of people. And he gave his own self up. He gave his own life up, He gave his life away. It was a reckless kind of love, meaning he had no concern for his own welfare. Only the opportunity to redeem us. The Bible says, for while we were still sinners, God loved us, gave himself for us. Right? Yeah. I gotta get that last song out of my head first.
Before I spoke a word, you were singing over me. You have been so good to me. Before I took a breath, you breathed your life in me. You have been so kind to me. And oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm found, leaves the 99. I couldn't earn